bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since. All the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get to the fire around with me. And I had them niggas spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of those slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on,
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bullshit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like, damn, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on stopping, got this bitch off the hand, got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it cost shit. Hey, one west, one west, one west, one west, one west. Coming up on my
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back
legend in this shit, lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin', kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move and coach shit. Cause if they make the wrong move, it coach shit. See me, they like, ooh, keep on shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up, I'm about to boss shit. Any man give his life for YAHANNA, Mashiach, and Christ, and fall up under that U.P.K banner. It's my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary. Go to ground, 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 go to ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground, back up, give ground, give ground. It's all about that warfare, boy. Take ground, 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 take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground, take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground, take ground, take ground. Nah, this ain't no movement, this a takedown. We will
I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be smart. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. Bada bing, I popped the least suspect. I start all my crowns, ring and necklace. Do what the men above had taught me. Hey, you say I play too hot, no coffee. I had to change my life like this, yeah. I'm taking life for what it is, yeah. Quit acting blind, you need some lenses. Abiding by the damn scriptures, yeah. I told you not to do no sin no more. I guess they acting like they hear me. 90 days I let a fiend for. If this what you want, you best go be smart. And she said, baby, I know you legit. Baby, I know you legit. She said, man, like you don't even exist. And I said, U.P.K made me like this. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. I've been up, I've been up, I've been up, I've been up. Quit the fuck, show me love, I need love.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass. Need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ask you to stop and ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up on parole. Because of the COVID, it feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. Know there's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the props. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world and know your ass need to stop and ask you the props. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe. Nigga, gotta stand up to serve.
So shalom, I.S.U.P.K. back on the ends. We got Officer Quasar soon coming by. But yeah, man, this is another episode of On the End. So if you got any questions or any comments, call the number. You know what I mean? You can see on the bottom of your screen. Call, but definitely we want your opinion in a moment. We're gonna play a video, and we want your thoughts. And you know, there's no wrong answer. We just want to know what you think, man. You know what I mean? Me personally, I know what I think already, but we want to know what you think, man. So this episode, we're gonna get into the Germany versus England game, of course. We're gonna get into Love Island. You know, that's been a big thing in the UK. You know what I mean? That's been another big thing, and also an incident that happened in Birmingham, which we want your opinion about, man. So, you know, you can call the number. And as I'm saying, there's no wrong answer. You're just saying what you think. The same way we have our opinion on the incident, you have yours, and we would like to hear it. So without further ado, let me get this video up. And then I'm going to show you this video, and you will give us your...
Go on, do it. Do it, you bad. There's no need,
Yeah,
darling.
that shit
There's no
there.
need, darling. There's no
That
need.
shit in it.
There's no need.
Oh, right, that shit. Ooh! 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 He's licking her. Ooh!
All right. So, what we want to know, and you can call in, is what is your thoughts on that video that you just saw? So, we'll play the video one more time. But what happened was there was a security guard on the door, and this drunken woman threw a, well, it might have been a hot drink in his face. And of course, in a rage of anger, he beat her up. So, what is your thoughts on this video? Do you believe he is right for his actions, or is wrong, or it could have handled it any other type of way? And we want your opinion. We're not, you know what I mean, gonna put words in your mouth. We just want to know what you think, man. So we're gonna play it one more time, and then you can call in throughout the show regarding this video. So what is your thoughts about this incident that happened in Birmingham on the weekend?
Out my head.
Go on, do it.
It's on record. It's being recorded.
Do it, you bad.
He's right to keep my two teeth out my head.
There's no need,
Yeah,
darling.
that shit
There's no
there.
need, darling. There's no
That
need.
shit in it.
There's no need.
Oh, right, that shit. Ooh! 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 He's licking her. Ooh!
So that's the video right there. And we would like to know your thoughts on it. Is the man justified? Is he wrong? So as I said before, there's no wrong answer. So now, I think the best way to start this off, let's bring it on the. So now, we'll start it off with our opinion in the show. Me personally, she threw a drink in his face, man. He has the right to defend himself. For all we know, that drink could have been piping hot, man. That drink could have scalded him in his face. And of course, you can't have that, man. You can't have someone, basically throwing a hot drink in your face. So he got angry, which he rightfully is. No one shouldn't throw any drink in no one's face, man. And he got angry, but this is my opinion. Once he hit her up in that, he went back and he gave her another kick. That's where he went wrong, man. The first part, she assaulted him, and it's ridiculous to believe that you can hit someone and believe you're not going to get hit, man. How ridiculous can you be? If I punch someone in the face, I expect them to fight, man. I don't hit someone and just walk away. You don't just punch someone in the face and just walk to your car. You hit them expecting, this is going to be a fight. And for her to throw that drink in his face and just expect, oh gosh, he's attacking me. Well, what did you think, man?
And where the video starts, clearly the woman's been acting up because there's a reason why it's not letting her in the McDonald's, man. Because she's been doing something, and she looks like she's on all types of drugs. And this is the thing, man. People love to antagonize us, man. She antagonized him, and then when he reacted, he's the bad guy. Whereas he's just there doing his job, bearing in mind it was like 4 a.m. And obviously, no one really wants to be working nights. So this man's already annoyed, and then he's got to deal with these kind of people. He's got to deal with people throwing drinks in his face, and she's mocking him. And then as soon as the brother reacted and she's on the floor, she goes, "Oh, I think I'm pregnant." If she was pregnant, she cared about her child that much, she would have thought about that. before she threw the drink in his face, man. Before she decided to disrespect him. And then when he reacted, and she knew she was wrong. That's why she started running, man. She knew what she was about to do was wrong, and that's why she started running. But he caught her, man, and beat her with the litter picker. And then now he's the bad guy. Now he's going to be out of a job. When he's doing that job, why? Because, you know, it's probably all he can get right now. He wants to feed his family. And then now he's out of work because some woman that doesn't know how to control herself comes and assaults him, man. And when he reacted, now everyone in the comments is saying that he's the bad guy. He's this, he's that. When she was antagonizing him the whole time, he's standing there. Like the way he was standing, he wasn't going to do nothing, man. He's standing there with his arms by his side. There was either in his pocket or by his side. I can't remember. And she's threw the drink in his face, man. There's COVID going around. And she's throwing things, man. She needs to keep her hands to herself. This man's telling her just move from the McDonald's. She needs to get a life and move from the McDonald's, man. Let him do his job. And then when he reacted, he's the bad guy. Oh, a man shouldn't beat a woman. A man done this. A man. The thing is this. That man would have never harmed a woman if she didn't harm him, man. Like, there's all these acid attacks. How does he know it's not acid? How do you know he doesn't get skin reactions to certain things, man? You don't know what kind of day he's had. And this woman comes there, throws water in his face. Like, this is the thing, man. Everything you do, you need to realize for every action, there's a reaction, man. That's right. And based on your actions, someone's reactions could be different to what you expected. So how about you don't bother them, man? If she just walked down the road and kept her drink to herself, we wouldn't be watching this video right now, man. She wouldn't have got kicked in the face. But where he went wrong is, obviously, he can't really say it's self-defense because, you know, she was on the floor and they're going to say he was the aggressor and he's been arrested, but she's going to get away with it, man. Which they're basically saying it's okay to throw drink in somebody's face. It's okay for you to assault a man and he don't have the right to react. He don't have the right to defend himself. All he must do is stand there and be abused. Listen, man, nobody wants to go to work to be abused all day. First of all, you don't even want to be at work because no one likes their job anyway. No one likes their job as it is. So now you're at your job and now you're being abused, man. Now people's throwing drinks at you. Imagine if this man didn't react and people see videos of it. His kids have to go to school and see someone throw a drink in my dad's face, man. Imagine they're going to be teased about those kind of things. Listen, man, this man reacted. Now, did he go overboard? Yes, he did. But is she in the wrong? Yes, she is, man. If they're going to do him for assault, they need to do her for assault, man. Because you can't throw a drink in someone's face and expect them to just stand there and leave it to the law. Now, some people's more disciplined than others. Now, this man is Jamaican, man. You know, you don't play with Jamaican men like that, man. That's one thing you should learn. You don't play with Jamaican people like that, man. There's certain games we don't play, and that's one of them. And this white woman playing all these games, thinking it's a joke. While it is their master antagonist, man, they like to antagonize black people. And then when you react, you're the bad guy. Oh, this is why we shouldn't hire them because they're thugs. Meanwhile, this man was doing his job. So you see, for that woman, I ain't got no sympathy for her.
That's right, man. Nah, that's right, man. But as I said at the beginning of the show, that is our opinion on this. So, you know, if you feel a different way, you know, don't hesitate to call the number, man. So with that being said, who watched England versus Germany? Yeah, man, trust me, England was upside down, man. I was in my car. I thought it was a domestic violence case. And then and seriously, I'll explain why. I'm driving. A man comes at his house, angry, red light. Come on. I got a call out. Yes, hello? Shalom, caller. Hi from Birmingham. Shalom.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment really on you know, the video that you're talking about with the security guard at McDonald's. Mm-hmm. I just wanted, in my opinion, I think he was right, to be honest. The only thing I think he went a bit too far when he turned back and kicked her. But I do believe he was right to defend himself because it could have been hot and she was wrong to spill the drink on him. That's just my opinion.
No, and I want to say something to that, man. I agree. You know what I mean? I agree. How can you throw a drink in someone's face and expect not to get hurt? What a planet are you on, man? It's life. You do something, there is a reaction. And you know, yeah.
And also, I think she watched the video with the other security guard when that girl pushed him and called him a black, CUNT. I think she watched that and thought she could get away with it. But not everyone's going to take that. So that would teach people to keep, don't assault, don't touch people. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, really, anyway.
I got you, sister. And guess what? You mean we agree with you, man?
Yeah.
You just can't hit people, man. It's wrong.
No.
You can't just walk around thinking, I'm upset, I'm gonna just hit somebody. Nah, life don't work like that, man. You know what I mean? He's just a man trying to do his job, and you threw a drink in his face, man. As what you said, that drink could have been hot. Lord knows, you know what I mean, if the drink was hot or not, and that could have burned him, man. And what got me is, you mean, on the comments, no one's talking about the man. No one's talking about if the drink was hot. Everyone's like, oh, nah, he's cruel. He should lose his job. And like, everyone just forgets his pain and just focuses on hers when she started it, man.
And take abuse from people. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't take that anyway. Absolutely. So I agree with him. But yeah,
I got you, sis. Most High in Christ, Lord in Christ, man. Shalom in Christ. Give a hand for that call as well, man. All right. So on the comments, we got Magan SHALAM. And then put his comment up. Getting used to this StreamYard thing right here. It says, Khan, they both were in the wrong, Khan. So as I said before, there's no wrong answer. We have our opinions. Also, I got another call. Yeah, caller. Shalom, caller. Lord in Christ.
Shalom, how about Shemi Hashabakata? It's Officer Karafa, man. It's Officer Karafa, man. So I couldn't make it this week, man. But like what you're saying, man, you can't be dashing drink at man and then tell a man how to react. Fair enough. In my opinion, you got a bit too far, but you can't tell a man how to react. You can't punch a man and say, listen, don't punch me back hard enough. Or you punch back too hard. People react different, man. And likewise, if you're going to be, like what the sister said prior to me calling, if you're going to be bad enough to throw a drink, then you have to be bad enough to take whatever comes your way, man. So likewise, in my opinion, the brother went a bit too far, but I can't tell him how to react. Now, you know what I mean? What she should have done is not throw a drink on him. That way, he can't overreact, he can't underreact. That's what she should have done. But she messed with him, and whatever she gets, man, she deserves a lot, man.
Listen, honestly, absolutely, man. You can't harm someone and go, listen, be nice, man. You know, that's ridiculous. You can't be on the floor like, I think I'm pregnant. So hang on. Before you threw the drink in his face, you didn't know. You know what I mean? As soon as them hitting your head, it reminds you, I'm pregnant, man. Like, nah, it don't work like that, man. So, you know what I mean? Absolutely, we agree, man. You know what I mean? We see what you see, man.
Anyway, I'll be there next week, and you got done a good job, man. The show's popping, man, and I'm gonna keep listening, alright, so.
No sweat, soldier. No sweat.
How about Shimshak?
How about Shimshak? There you go, man. So that is 2 callers right there, man. And it is while it is. You can't throw drinks in someone's face and be shocked when they're angry. You know what I mean? So again, you know, I don't know if you play the video one more time for new viewers. All right, if you're new or you just come in, we want your opinion on this video. The number is on the bottom of your screen. So we're going to play the video one more time before we get into the other subjects of today.
Go on, do it. Do it, you bad? Yeah, dash it then. Dash it, innit? There's no need. Oh, what? Dash it at her. Ooh! 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 He's licking her.
Ooh, there you have it. So, you know what I mean? You can call anytime throughout the show and just give your opinion on that video you seen right there. Oh, absolutely, man. Let me just tell. So now, do you believe he's right? Do you believe he is wrong? Do you believe he went too far? You know, as I said before, there's no wrong answer. You don't have to agree with us. We just want your opinion. So with that, we'll hand it over to Officer Kwaza.
Yeah, man. My personal opinion, I think he was right, you know. And let me tell you why I think he was right. Carl, I grew up saying, yo, with the elders saying, yo, if you don't hear, you'll feel, you know what I mean? And you can't just go around licking people and expect not to get hit back. And there's also a scripture I would like to pull on this as well, you know what I mean? You get this one. It's Proverbs 10 and give me a second. 19 and 25. Proverbs. All right, the book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 25. Smite a scorner, and the simple will beware. So it's saying smite a scorner, you know what I mean? A scorner is someone who expresses contempt or disdain for someone. And that's what this woman was doing when she attacked this man. And reprove one that have understanding, and he will understand knowledge. So some people need a box, you get me? Because they don't learn otherwise. So in my opinion, I think he did the right thing. You understand? Otherwise, she's gonna keep licking people. You know what I mean? And she ain't ever gonna learn. And even on that same video before that one, did you see the other one when she threw water in somebody else's face? That same woman on the air. So there was another clip of this woman throwing water in somebody else's face, and she learned a lesson that day, man. Right. She threw water in this black man's face, and he weren't playing no games, man. That's right. Everybody else lets her get away with it, and that's why she gets so comfortable throwing things in people's face. Right. Until this man chased her with the litter picker, man, and beat her with. Listen, I counted the hits, man. It was 9 hits, man. Beat her. How much was it? 7? I think it was 5 times with the litter picker. Was it about 4 kicks? Yeah, 5 times. Listen, I've watched this video about 1 million times, man. And the guy behind the camera egging her around as well, man. Him saying, "Oh yeah, throw it, you bad." He's egging her on, man. And the same person egging her on is the same person that leaked the video, so it went viral. So now this man's out of a job. Listen, man, don't ever let people egg you on to do stuff, man. Because someone might egg you on, and you might get hit with a litter picker, man. That's right. Who knows? You might get kicked in the face. Like the way he come round with the left, and you had the FOD on the. Listen, man. She could have avoided that. She didn't throw water on him, man. This is the thing, when black people are doing their job, please just let them do their job, man. Right. This man, you can tell, come on, do you really think he wants to be working, doing security in McDonald's at 4:30 in the morning? Right. He don't want to do that, man. He wants to be at home, and he's got this silly woman bothering him, throwing water on him. And I see why he snapped, but like I said, he might have went a little too far. Maybe a little bit, because obviously he walked away, and then he walked back. He should have just stayed there if that was the case. And then the comments are making it worse. There's people saying some of the comments were saying he's not a man. I mean, what makes him not a man? Some of the comments were saying a man should never hit a woman. Listen, man, women shouldn't hit men. Right. You know what they're saying, man? If you think you can hit him, this is 2021, man. If you hit a man, it's gonna hit you back, man. All those people in the comments saying, "Oh, I feel sorry for this man's wife and children." What? Why? Listen, man, this man's wife and children is... Listen, when that man's throwing kicks like that, they're protected, man. His wife and children's protected, man. Any burglar breaks into that house, this man had the steel toe caps and the... Do you see the kick? How he lined up, boom. Listen, this man... Listen, man, if you're on a burglar at anyone's house, you avoid his house, man. I'm just saying that because, yo, that could be you, man. People in the comments saying they feel sorry for his wife and kids. Because okay, then, so him be attacking some... We didn't even attack her. Him defending himself against some random woman makes him a wife beater. How does that make him a wife beater when this woman's not his wife? In order to be a wife beater, the woman has to be your wife. That's and right. This woman ain't his wife, man. This is a woman that assaulted him, but I don't want to take up too much time on it. All
right. No sweat. All right, so we got some comments on this as well. We got Hadassah Benjamin, the SHALAM. She attacked first. He defended himself. He could have knocked her out a cold. she shouldn't be confronting a man anyway. So that's your point of view. And as I keep saying, there's no wrong answer. Just want to hear, what you think about that video. Then we got Parakia Yashra Allah. It was brutal at the end, kicking her in the head, but she deserved it all. She was clapping, still thinking she was clever. It's the only reason he took it too far, because at that point, I think and that's where the comment stops. But as I said, man, you can call all throughout the show. But now, let's get into that England game, man. You know what I mean? England won, how much again? A 2-0, man. And guess what? They got to thank a brother from the tribe of Benjamin, man. While they hate him when he takes the knee for Black Lives Matters, they then need the same man to make England win. And as we go through this, you're going to see how racist and how disrespectful England is, man. So we're going to get to it. All right, so we're going to share this. All right, so now, one second, let me start from the beginning. All right, so let's start from here. So now, these are the facts of this a EuroLeague. Raheem Sterling, 3 goals in 4 games, meaning out of every game, there's only 1 game he hasn't scored a goal, man. This man is carrying England on his back, man. A man from Jamaica, a man who's a descendant of the Windrush, man. And they don't like us, but they make sure he stays around, man. While they want England to win, when they want England to win, all of a sudden he's English now, man. He's not Jamaican. No, he's not Jamaican anymore. But let's go on. So now imagine this now. He helped England beat Germany. And look at the articles that came out. Look at that, man. That is disrespectful. Raheem Sterling, he helped win. And look, on the front page of the Independent, they got the white man that scored the other goal there. Meanwhile, this brother, he scored in almost every game. And you don't mention him. You mention the oppressor like as if he saved the day, man. That proves that England hates black people, man. They want you to make him win. They want you to make him great, but they'll never give you the credit you deserve, man. Look, I can't make this up. On the far right, on the top, that's the Independent, man. And look who they have. Harry Kane, man. Harry Kane, who ain't scored no goals except that one, man. Ain't scored no goals except that one against Germany. And he gets all the glory, man. Give me that scripture about you should go in the vineyard and plant much and bring in a little. It's in Deuteronomy. Tonight, you're going to learn that what happened to this brother right here is biblical, man. And it happens, why? Because he is a child of God, man. You're carrying England on your back. And when it's time for people to write about that game, they forget about it, man. And put Harry Kane up there, man. Look, the Independent, the Daily Telegraph, the Times on the far left at the bottom. Look, all these news papers put Harry Kane, and not one of them spoke about Raheem Sterling, man. That, you mean, you can't tell me that is not racism, man. You can't tell the I.S.U.P.K that racism is not in England, man. It evidently is, man. Read that for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 39. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shalt neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes.
So now, what is the point of this verse? Meaning, we are going to be a nation that we do all the work and we don't get the benefits, man. If you plant a vineyard, it's natural that you drink of the vine. Damn, you know what I mean? You did plant the vineyard. Like, it's not rocket science. But in the Bible, there is a curse for the people of the Lord that you are going to put in some hard work, man. You are going to labor hard and you're not going to reap the benefits. And let me tell you something. That is that brother right there, man. He's carrying England through this a Euro, and he's not getting the benefits, man. He's not getting the credit that he deserves. And then they gave it to this man, Harry Kane, like as if he's been doing anything. That's the first goal is hit. I mean, that's his first goal, if I'm correct. That's his first goal. How does the man that got his first goal go on the front page of the newspaper, man? Raheem Sterling, he should be on all 6 of them, man. All 6 of those papers, his face should be on it. But guess what? Raheem Sterling doesn't understand is that he's under a curse, man. Raheem Sterling doesn't know that he is an Israelite, man. A reader.
Shall skip down to verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
There you go, man. That is another curse. That the stranger, what's the word? Among us or within us? A stranger within thee. And let me tell you something, man. On that English team, there's many strangers around him, man. Within him, and they've gone up high, and he's come down, man. Imagine in every game, in almost every game, you've scored a goal, and the man that scored his first goal gets to go on the front page of every news paper, like as if he's carrying the English team. That is a curse found in the Bible. Why? Because Raheem Sterling, Marcus Rashford, all them brothers, they are Israelites, man. And look at that, though. When he is on the front page, they're demeaning him. Look at that, man. Yeah. So now, when he made a mistake in a game, that's the only time this brother is on the front page, man. Now, for those of you that don't know, that gun on his leg, his dad in Jamaica was shot, and he has that to remember his dad. You know, of course, in the law, a tattoo is a sin. You know what I mean? He's in the world. He don't know any better. But every time, they always gun him down. Every time, they always gun him down for this. It's like he got a caller. Yeah, caller. Shalom. Shalom, you have to. Shalom. Is everything good? Most High in Christ.
Calling in with a few questions, actually. 2 of them. I asked already, though, in class for the breakdown of how God separated everybody. But not that I didn't like the answer, but it wasn't like enough, you know. I asked it twice, and you kind of hang up like on verse 8, and I would like to get some more understanding on it. I have to see very pick everybody up, put them here and there. Was there when the earth like broke up? If there is something that happened, you understand, sir?
Kanye. Okay, so you want to also know where every nation got their land as well, is what you're saying. Hello? Okay, so you back on. So, yeah. So you want to know, besides the languages, you want to know how every nation got their land, is what you're saying. Okay, no sweat. We'll answer that for you now. Give me Deuteronomy 32. So you got that already. 32 and 8. All right. So regarding the question on the land, we're gonna get Deuteronomy 32 and 8 to break down how every nation got their land. Read that.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
So now you can look it up. When it says inheritance, what is your inheritance? It's land, man. So meaning with every nation on this earth, God gave them land. So yes, they have land, but it is land that God wanted them to have, man. Indians have India because God wants them to have India, man. Bangladesh has got Bangladesh because God wants them to have Bangladesh, man. The Japanese have Japan because God wants them to have Japan. And you want to know something else? God got rid of our land because he didn't want us there, man. The Lord, he controls. Yeah, go ahead.
The Indians are also Shemitic people, right?
Yes, they are.
But
Slucky, you was breaking up. All right. If you're hearing online, we'll break it down for you. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with the connection. All right. So I'm going to just answer the question to what I believe the point he's trying to make. Yes, East Indians are from the Shemitic line, but regardless of what line you're from, every nation, God had a set of land that he wanted them to have, man. So when God divided them, what was the first thing he did? Divided their language. And then they was able, and then what? They went to the lands that God wanted them to have. Shalom, our Lord in Christ. Shalom. No sweat. So yeah, as I was saying, the plan of the Lord is he wants every nation to have their land, regardless if they're from Shem, Ham, or whatever the case may be. So what was the first step he did to divide everyone? He confounded their languages. So of course now, if you're a nation speaking a certain way, you can't communicate with another nation. And then what happens? They go to the land that God wants them to have. Now, it's not a magical thing. They don't just vanish into India. You know what I mean? They begin to take a journey and they end up there, man. And that is the Lord giving them their land. That's what happened. It's not a magical where, I just happen to be in India. You know what I mean? They with them and their race, from when the languages they couldn't understand each other, They just went on their journey, and they just happened to be in India. Some happened to be in Africa. Some happened. You know what? I just want to go over here, man. And that's how every nation ended up going to where they went, because the Lord wanted them there.
Okay.
I got you. Is there anything else?
I also actually after multiple I would like to give a question for General Mahal for next week.
Okay.
The question will be I would like to get like a breakdown from how the business work, like how you know that it's like they are, you know. And I would like to give a little like the note on the question, and the note to say that I'm a Christian, you know, and yeah, make the standard fully.
I got it, brother. I got it, man. Yeah, man. But I hear what you're saying. But yeah, man. For those of you on the end, General Muhammad will be teaching the I.S.U.P.K. UK scripture breakdown class, man. You know what I mean? Clear clap, man. This Thursday, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be sitting down taking notes again, man. I haven't sat down in the class and took notes in a while, so you know what I mean? I'm gonna be sitting in a chair just taking notes and asking for breakdowns too, man. So you know, we're looking forward to that. But yeah, we're gonna get back into some of the videos, right? And the articles. Okay, come with it.
There was I asked the phone to answer the yes, but the time was finishing and you wrapped it up like kind of fast. But I would like to have a breakdown of the Lord's Prayer too. And I have to mark like this too when it says like don't bring me anything.
Salaki, brother. Which verse was that?
I'm going to have to get a point on that. I know the Lord's Prayer, but I can't tell you what it is.
Oh, the Lord's Prayer, Matthew 6. Okay, you know what I mean? That's a lot to read in Matthew 6. But the point of the Lord's...
The part of, you know, when it tells you don't bring me into temptation, but deliver me
from evil. Deliver us from evil. Okay, meaning you want the Lord to deliver you from any sin, man. That's the evil meaning. You're praying that the Lord, he will make you strong enough to fight sin, man. That's what that deliverance is. That you mean you pray that the Lord, he gives you that a power that when you feel like you want to sin, you are strong enough to resist it, man. That's what that part means. Yeah, so that's what it's saying.
Also a little bit on how the demons work, because probably if you get into temptation, it would be like the
well, all right. You want to know something? You just answered it, man. A demon, all it can do is tempt you. A demon can't physically make you do nothing, but it can influence you. And in that, a prayer is saying that, please, you know what I mean, to let us be strong enough to not be tempted, man. So yeah, so in the Lord's a prayer, you just answered it. We're meaning, you know, fight that you don't get tempted, man. If that answers it. I got it, brother. I got it. Most High in Christ, man. You know what I mean? Brought that down. But yeah, right. We're gonna knock out some videos, and get into the articles. And you know what I mean? Definitely, man, look forward to seeing you in the scripture breakdown class as well, man. You know what I mean?
I will be there too. And if I make a comment on the video of the brother, my opinion is everybody here today deserves to laugh.
Give that hand, man. That's right, man. I got you. I got you, brother. All right, man. All right, like, Shalom, Yahweh, Shemi, Shai Brakatha. All right, man. Nah, so, you know what I mean? As he said, everyone gets what they deserve, man. You can't mess with people. I just expect nothing to happen. But look, though, Raheem Sterling, he's only on the front page when they want to demean him, man. When they want to bring him down about how he shoots himself in the foot, making jokes about him. That's wrong, man. And that's what we face. And what Raheem Sterling needs to do is he needs to come to 394 Lodge Road, man, and understand why England is treating him the way they are, man. Because he is an Israelite.
And you know what? When Harry Kane scored, you know, I got an article that I was reading, was it earlier today? It's hilarious. I'm gonna show you how racist England is, along with the fans. Read this article was funny to me, man. Read it, football fan. This is what happened when Harry Kane scored, man. The presser got so excited when Harry Kane scored. This is what happened to him, man. Read on. Football fan collapses and dies. See that? But read on. In front of family in pub while celebrating Harry Kane's goal. Listen, man, this man's so racist. He got excited that Harry Kane scored and he died, man. He died, man. Read that. Give him a hand, man. Listen, this man's so racist that why didn't he die when Sterling scored, man? Meaning it excited, it excited him so much that Kane scored that he died. Read that headline one more time. Football fan collapses and dies in front of family in pub while celebrating Harry Kane's goal. Listen, man, this man got so excited that Harry Kane scored, he dropped dead, man. Imagine that. And this man, which lets you know he didn't get that excited when Sterling scored, man. Which lets you know, man, he didn't. And the thing is this, if he dropped dead when Sterling scored, man, they'll probably put Sterling in jail for a murder charge, man. I say, Sterling, man, you killed one of our brothers, man. Right. This man died because Harry Kane scored, man. This is how serious they take football. He collapsed in the pub in front of his family. Listen, man. And honestly, I've been watching the Euros and Harry Kane's form ain't even been that good. It's been off form, man. Harry Kane's been playing garbage. Honestly, to tell you the truth, the only players that's been playing good for that team is Sterling and one Hamite. What's his name? Saka. That's it. Grealish is all right for either one. He's been playing good. But as for Kane, he's been off form. He's been lazy. He ain't been running for the balls. He ain't been doing nothing, man. All he scored was a little header, and now he's made it on the front of 6 magazines. Meanwhile, the only reason they made it to the knockout stages is because of Sterling, man. If it wasn't for Sterling, they would have been knocked out already. Right. His top scorer for them, and you mean to tell me Harry Kane's getting all the glory? Like when Kane scored, I don't know if you watched it, but did you hear how loud the arena was? It was loud, man. Prince William was there, man. Prince William was there. Wait, what's his son's name again? I can't remember. What's Prince William's son's name again? Him and his son was there, man. David Beckham was there as well. Listen, man. Sterling's a better footballer than David Beckham, man. No word of a lie, man. David Beckham's only famous because why he used to get the haircuts and he used to have a decent free kick. David Beckham ain't that good of a footballer, man. Right. Sterling is better than David Beckham, but because he's black, he's not going to make it to the front of the front of the magazines. Really, Sterling deserves to be on the FIFA 2022 case, man. Right. I'm meant to open that FIFA case, take the disc out right before I beat Quattazar. So okay? Right before I beat Quattazar, I'm meant to open that case and see Sterling's face. I don't think so. Before I enter that disc into the PlayStation, I'm supposed to see Sterling's face, man. Before I enter that disc and beat Quattazar, 2-0, 3-0, I'm supposed to see Sterling's face on there.
That's right. That's right, man. So yeah, so on the back of that, you know, I don't want to Well, okay. Back in the day, there was a show called a Channel U. You remember that? Channel U. And all of the early UK acts. Now, I'm going to show you a video. Then we're going to break it down, man. And how it hurts when we let someone into the culture that we have, man. That, for us, the things that we do, it's a way of life. For us, the things that we do, there ain't no other way out. But let me tell you something. I'm going to let the video speak, and then I'll get into it. All right, let's get this.
In the early to late 2000s, Channel U was undoubtedly the home of UK hip-hop and grime. With unsigned artists taking full advantage of this 24-hour platform, careers were made and stars were born. Songs made in bedrooms and videos shot on shoestring budgets went viral in the early days of social media, becoming secondary school soundtracks and back-of-the-bus anthems. With only grainy YouTube videos and deserted MySpace pages as proof that some of these artists ever existed, we decided to track them down and see.
All right, so for some of you online, you're probably like, what the hell is this? And I'm going to help you out. All right, back in 2005, that's about right. There was a channel called a Channel U, and the U meant underground. And why was it underground? Because back then, UK grime, garage, rap, it was disliked. Right. And this channel, it promoted them. It gave them an opportunity to make videos and for their music to get heard. So now, this little documentary is going into where are they now? Like now, a UK act, they make lots of money. These are the people that were the beginning of that era. So now this documentary is going into where are they now? Now it's going to go into someone who is not an Israelite, who back in the day, black people worshipped him, man. And he was trash as well, by the way. But you know what I mean? We worshipped him. But let's get into it.
What became of the lost stars of Channel U? Mr. Wong, the self-styled Chinese boy of Channel U's golden era, was one of the most colourful characters and remembered for songs such as Not a Hater and Not on a Long Edge. Fast forward, and it seems the MC has swapped vocal booths for hospital cubicles as he is now a fully qualified mental health nurse.
And imagine that, man. Imagine that. I'll play it back. Imagine that. While for us, we do grime because we want money. It's all we got. He left grime and became a mental health nurse, man. Meaning he didn't even need the music, man. He didn't need the music, and we made him rich, man. And on top of that, he didn't even need it, man. Now, in your own time, watch the rest of this documentary, and where some of these artists are, it hurts, man. Some of them, working in restaurants and shit, man. Working as a personal a fitness instructor and shit. You know what I mean? Doing all things that, you wouldn't expect of them. And this man, this heathen, is a mental health nurse, man. Making hundreds of grand a year. He didn't need the music. Let me play that little section back, man.
I'm working as a nurse in a mental health hospital. It's a very humbling experience seeing people coming not well and you see them recover. It beats it hands down. Being on Channel U was having a platform to.
And look at that, man. He's a mental health nurse, and they showed him now. He doesn't look so young as in his early videos, but look, he is gonna be all right, man. And why are we taking it here? Because we love heathens thinking they need us, and they don't, man. Wong don't need you, man. Wong back in 2005 didn't need you buying his mixtape, man. He was in uni becoming a mental health nurse, man. You should have helped the black artists, man. You should have helped them, and maybe they wouldn't be doing some of the jobs that they are doing now, man.
Imagine, man, Mr. Wong, Remember Mr. Wong from Channel U? Listen, man, Mr. Wong's doing better than everybody else on Channel U put together, man. That's right. Like, some of them now are still trying to rap. Like, Young Spray's still trying to rap, man. Listen, Young Spray's trying to rap till this day, man. In 2021, Young Spray still trying to make it somewhere, man. Meanwhile, Mr. Wang just came in the game, took some cash, and he's a doctor now, man. Nah, he is, but everyone else must not be feeling him. So Mr. Wang, man, Mr. Wang's got education behind him. Mr. Wang's going to teach his children to have education, man. Meanwhile, all the artists that was on Channel U, most of them is kind of still in the same place, man. Style OG's been trying his whole life, man. I know Style OG been trying his whole life, man.
10, 15 years.
Style OG's, but what's his best song? My Youth. That's his best song, My Youth, man. Style OG's still trying to make songs in 2021, man. Still trying all these new dances and personally, I don't. You think he's any good?
No.
It's like I don't think Style OG. I don't think he's gully. But yeah, man. Most of them on there, Big Nasty, Mike GLC. Who else used to be on Channel U that was semi decent?
Kalashnikov.
You got him?
Oh shit! Nah, you don't know his. I got too deep.
Late Miss Dynamite used to be on there. What's your sister, Miss Dynamite? Who else is on there? Let's remember some of them artists.
Yeah, man. A nasty crew, and you know, like all those crews, Heartless crew, Roll Deep, and
Bashi.
Bashi.
Bashi. I wonder what he's doing with himself, man. Bashi. See, and this Chinese man is a mental health doctor, man. This man's what did Mr. Wang even rap about? Honestly, all I knew is he shouted. I'm gonna have to put on subtitles with his, man. I don't understand what the hell he's talking about. But imagine this: East Indians can come into rap, white people can come into rap, Chinese can come into it. The thing is, this man, you could never ever go be the star in a Bollywood movie, man. Right. You could never ever say, I'm going to India and I'm gonna star in a Bollywood movie, and I'm gonna be the superhero that gets the girl at the end. They will never allow that to happen, man. Right. You could never be in a Chinese movie and say, yeah, I'm going to the Shaolin temple. I'm a Shaolin monk, and you beat up all their famous Chinese actors. They wouldn't allow you to do that, man. They wouldn't allow you to do that. But when it comes to black people, they want you to act out roles where the white man beats you up in every movie. Listen, man, that movie haunts me till this day. What's the one where the Rasta man keep getting beaten up in there?
Oh, A License to Kill.
Yeah, License to Kill. Them Rasta man got manhandled in there, man. Listen, my dad's a Rasta man. I couldn't look at him the same, man. I couldn't even look at my own dad the same after that. So they come in our movies, and he beat up all the Rasta men in the movies, man. Easily, like, twisted up their arms. And what was the main man's name? Scarface. Yeah. Beat up Scarface, man. Who else was in it? What other movies is they? Every movie that we star in, we let them come in and take over. Whereas you could never ever join their movies. Like, even Muhammad Ali acted in some movie where he let Rocky Marciano beat him. You see that one where he let him beat him? So much that people believe that Rocky Marciano beat Muhammad Ali in a real fight when it was just simulated acting. Muhammad Ali would have whooped Rocky Marciano, man, whose fights was fixed, by the way. All his fights was fixed, man. These would bribe you and say, if you don't take the fall, this is going to happen. But don't ever give your soul to a heathen, man. Right. Don't ever buy Mr. Wang's records, man. Right. Mr. Wang is garbage, man. Don't buy Mr. Wang's records. Don't do none of that stuff, man. Why? Because you're giving them your soul. And then what happens? Now your children have to sit down and watch movies of Scarface getting twisted up, man. Of these Rasta man getting beaten up by some Edomite, man. Don't give them your soul. Because your children have to sit down and watch you trying to rap for 50 years, man. Imagine Mike GLC's children must be 30 by now, man. Mike GLC's children's 30 by now, man. Still waiting on their dad to get this rap money, man. Meanwhile, Mr. Wang's a graduate's lucky. I don't want to take up too much time.
Nah. And what he's saying is right, man. We support them like they need us, and they don't, man. Let me tell you something. These other nations are gonna be all right, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Don't feel sorry for Wang, man. Wang makes more money than you do, man. He's all right, and he's not thinking about you, man. Right. You're dedicating your life. I'm buying seed and helping, man. He's a Chinese man in UK grime, and listen, he don't even need the money, man. Right. He's a mental health nurse. Listen, they make hundreds of grand in a year, man. They are all right. You're not all right, man. Right. Think about yourself, man. That's it and that. So now we're gonna get into the Love Island, man. Shit. So, you know what I mean? I believe this week was the first episode of Love Island, if I'm correct. And I'll give you some background. So there's a black woman on it. I believe she's a Hamite. one thing that is saying, she's from Ireland, and on the show, at the end of the show, everyone picks who they want to be with, and when it comes to her, no one picked her, man. Meaning, you know, at the end of the show, the man's like, I wanted her. She was standing there looking lonely, man. Like she got skanked on a date, man. You know, you'll be looking lonely. And now we're gonna show you something that the world will never want you to know, man. Now, when this happened, you had ZZ Mills, White Yardie, and we're gonna play those videos. And they were like, you know, trying to explain why nobody picked her, and all of it was BS, man. So what we're gonna do first, we're gonna play those videos, and then from the men of the Lord, we're gonna show you what it really is, man. You know what I mean? Not disrespecting ZZ Mills, but she's in the world, man. That's right. Even her mom don't like what she does, man. So you can't get the true understanding from her, man. That's right. White Yardie, he could never be in the UPK, man. That's right. So you're not gonna get the breakdown of him, man. But listen, we're gonna show you what it really is, man. So we're gonna get the videos, and then we will break it down. Second. All right, so we're gonna start off with ZZ Mills first.
Love Island, Headscarf Diaries. I love watching Love Island. Okay, I love that show. I got excited that it was coming back. But my thing is what is Love Island going to put in place so that black women, like, I don't even know how to like word this properly, but at the moment I'm very triggered because again we saw another black woman being picked last, and at this point it's not really down to the individuals that come in the house, it's down to the casting process. It can only be that, in my opinion, because I don't think a thorough casting is being done. What happens when these people walk into the room? Do you just say to them, what type of girls do you like? And they go, do you know what? I don't really have a type, you know? I like everything. Me, like, I see girls, and as long as you know you're pretty and you're beautiful, that's what I'm going to go for. When we clearly see year after year, that is not the case, okay? That is not the case, right? So I'm thinking there needs to be some sort of more thorough thing, because whether it's, you know, like pictures go in front of these people. Okay, out of these 5 women, who do you find attractive? Okay, fair enough. Out of these 5 women, who do you find attractive? And if they're constantly picking women.
We're not going to play all the video. But now, the point that she's making is, why is it on these love shows, every time, year after year, the black woman is always picked last, man? Or damn, there sometimes she's not picked at all, where there's a moment where everyone's like, so do you wanna? Even there's that awkward moment. Now here's the problem. She wants white men to like her, man. Or that with the casting and this, forget that, man. Let me blow your mind. Love Island is a show, man. Love Island ain't real life. It is fantasy, man. So what if a white man doesn't pick a woman who is black, man? Outside of that show, she can come right here, man. She will get picked in here, man. And it's sad that we make a show dictate our life, man. Listen, you pick last on that show, but in real life, you're first, man. When you're on the ends and you're with that black man, you're first, man. Forget the show. Stop trying to find white men that may like a black woman, man. It's like you're so offended by being picked last, you're begging for acceptance, man. Forget that, man. It's a show. Go, well, you know what? On that show, those men don't like a woman that's black. Well, you know, big deal. But when you love the white man that much, on his show, you want to be accepted. You want to be treated the same as a white woman. And let me blow your mind. On a white man's show, you are not a white woman, man.
That's right.
You're a black woman and you should be with us, man.
That's right.
And you embarrass yourself when you try and get the love of white people, man.
Right.
You embarrass yourself when you pick last, man. To pick the white girl with the double D's, the one with the blonde hair. And you're last, man, like, does anyone want Nicole? Nicole? And then, you know, one Edomite, one oppressor who's trying to be nice, like, yeah. I mean, I'll have her. Yeah, mate. You know what I mean? But he doesn't want you, man.
That's right.
How about us as black people leave Love Island alone, man?
That's right.
Forget Love Island. Find love in your life outside of Love Island, man.
That's right.
Because you do know that show's fake, right? You do know the love on that show is fake. Every year, the people that win, they're not in a relationship now. So don't let a show dictate your life, man. Be loved in real life, man. That's what we aim for, man. So now we're gonna get to the next perspective on it. So this was on. So this right here, I'm gonna get it. It was White Yardy and a few
them
speaking
put
about
one
it.
black girl on there and one black guy on there. They put a mixed race girl as well, but them always, I feel like them only do that for balance out the complaints. Yeah, no. But what I say is, again, what they do wrong is the people who audition for it and the people who they put on. So they put on a black girl on there, just like last year as well. They had Samira on there as well. They put the black girl on there, but these are black girls that don't like black guys. They like white guys.
Yeah.
But then they don't put white guys in there that like black girls. They put white guys in there that only like white girls. So
let me tell you something. I don't agree with White Yardy on everything, but that's your fault, man. You go on Love Island having this fantasy that you're gonna fall in love with some white man, man. And all those white men shame you on that show, man. You're going on there, yeah, man. I want Tom. You know what I mean? And guess what? Tom don't want you, man. Let me tell you something. Black men and women, we need each other, man. And when you think you're going to jump out of this family that we have, you embarrass yourself, man. You shame yourself. You go on there believing. Imagine this. You know what I mean? To me, it's common sense. You're on a white show and you take your black self on there and believe that the white man is going to pick you over his white girl, man. Like, what are you thinking? What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Everyone's racist except us. And we have to find it out the hard way, man. You go on the show looking for some hunk. I'm using their words. And you get nobody, man. You get the air, man. You get the thin air next to your side, man.
It doesn't match up. You need to talk to people before your auditioning process is wrong. You need to talk to people and find out what they're actually interested in, what's their type.
No, but they handpick them to be assholes.
Yeah, but they need to.
No, because it's wrong.
They need to have a real black gal. You know, like real.
Not one.
No, you need.
No, they need
you need a real black girl. You need Why would they embarrass you?
Some of the
why would a real black girl embarrass you?
I'm saying, what do you mean by real black girl?
I'm talking about they went to the depths of Ireland and found this girl.
Ireland.
They got the whole of
They got
London,
a black girl
the whole
from
of England.
Ireland.
The depths of Ireland. She lives in the bush in Ireland. Not like the part of Ireland where Liam Neeson was looking for. Yeah, that's all.
Island. So come on, like already, it's like no disrespect.
So
it's not a problem.
Black
But
girl would you want to see?
I'm Brixton.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the ghetto. Why?
We never say ghetto. We never say ghetto.
Why would that
We never. You see you.
Yes, I was stereotyping.
But why would it embarrass
Brixton,
you?
I thought about
Why would it
Tanisha and the
embarrass you?
hairdresser.
So what?
Huh?
So what? Why would
I don't want that type of girl representing me, blood.
She's not representing you.
No,
are you a black woman?
I'm saying I want a classy black girl on there, not no fucking ghetto girl from fucking Wagwan, my G.
No,
not that type of girl.
We never said that.
You know,
I
I want a
said
nice, classy black girl on
What's
there.
wrong? Even so, what's wrong with that?
I don't want that representing me, some ghetto thing.
And that's the problem, man. That's why on the show, Love Island, no one wants the black woman, man. Because why? Because we as a people, we run away from our selves, man. I don't want a ghetto girl. Well, listen, you're in the ghetto too, man. Listen, I know his woman is from the ghetto, but though for some reason on the show, one could just never be on the show. Here's the problem with us as blacks and Hispanics: we run away from ourselves, man. And then you try to jump on the white man's bandwagon, and you get embarrassed, man. You try to have a piece of what the white man has, and on national TV, you get embarrassed when nobody picks you, man. And that's the problem, man. Come home, man. Come home to your brothers, man. And you wouldn't need to feel embarrassed. Listen, if you was around us, you would never be last pick, man. You know what I mean? But you want to have a piece of the white man's reality show, and all you're getting is embarrassment, man. Give me that in the book of Jeremiah. Why trimmest thou ways to seek love?
No, because they start embarrassing me. You saw that girl. There's one girl on.
I know how black get to represent him.
Brother going on like some idiot, blood. Because there's not much of us on TV, bro. So the ones that are on fucking TV, please be classy, innit?
You see what you're doing? You see what you're doing, yeah? Yeah, you're literally looking at the black girl from the depths of island. You're happy with the white.
I didn't say I was happy with that idiot.
Let me speak, blood. You're happy with the girl from the depths of island.
No.
Bro, let me finish, innit?
Let the man finish it. But you saying I am happy.
Bro, you didn't have the complaint. You didn't have the same aggression as soon as I said some like a real.
No, but you don't say that I'm happy then.
Well, then
you can't say that I'm happy.
You never had the same. You never had the same energy. You never had the same energy. You get what I'm saying?
No,
you never had the same energy.
Because we didn't even have a big conversation about her.
Bro, we mentioned her.
Yeah, but we didn't have a conversation
all I'm
about
saying
her.
is I feel like there needs to be society.
All right, man. So we're gonna stop right there and read that.
Jeremiah chapter 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
And that's the problem, man. And that's the problem right there. On Love Island, us as blacks and Hispanics, we get embarrassed because you're trimming your ways to seek love, man.
That's right.
You're trying to be something you're not. And for trying to be something you're not, you get shame. Right. You get embarrassment, man. You're on a show where it's about love and no one loves you, man.
That's right.
You're on the show getting picked last. So now we've heard, their opinions, their commentary. Now listen, hear it from the men of the Lord, man. I'm gonna make it and we got the books right here. Officer Dongabar, he got their books, man. And now with these books are based on English history because the show Love Island is an English show. And let me tell you something, white men do not like black women, man. You know what I mean? Us as black men, we see you and we love you. You mean we like what you got? To a white man, it's disgusting, man. Right. And let me tell you something, we're gonna break it down in history on mentally what white men thought of black women. So all that nonsense about she never got a pick because of A, B, and C. All of that is nonsense, man. Right. All those white men on the show do not like black women, man. It's got nothing to do with, whatever they said, whatever excuse they riled up, man. Right. The fact of it is, white men do not find black women attractive, man. That's right. Read that for me. And the name of the book.
This is Homecoming, Voices of the Windrush Generation by Colin Grant. This is page 188. Louise Smith. The one I married, he was from Jamaica, like myself. So basically, this is a sister that speaks about why she married her own race. Because obviously, if you know anything about interracial relationships, when you argue with your partner, they call you all the racist names under the sun. They call you everything they've been wanting to call you the whole time. And back to Love Island. The thing with Love Island is them white men don't like black women, man. So they're not going to pick what they don't like. Everyone's in the line looking around thinking, I'll choose anything but the black woman. So how about you just don't shame yourself and don't be there, man? Right. I mean, And that should be your lesson, that we should have a black Love Island, man. That's right. That should be your lesson, man, where we have a black Love Island, man, instead of you trying to join the white man's Love Island and then you get picked last. And then what happens? The black couples end up forced being together, man, because no one wants neither of them. Like, white men will sleep with black women, but to walk around and parade around with her on a TV show, they won't do that. You know why? Because they don't want to shame their fathers, man. They don't want to shame their fathers and be seen with a woman that's a slave, and a woman that's considered horrible, and a woman that's considered a monkey and so forth. They don't want to be seen walking around with you. So when them Love Island cameras is on, they're never going to choose you, man. Right. Why? Because they know the British public's watching, and they don't want to be seen with you because you're black and they're white, and they see themselves as better than you, man. Right. So at least you should know that, and then that should stop you from shaming yourself. Maybe you should see that and be like, you know what? I'm not going to go on Love Island because I'm going to be the last one to get picked. And women stand there in line, and the black women stand there and they look so shocked that they don't get picked. Like, the cameras are on, man. This man will only sleep with you when there's no cameras on. He'll sleep with you behind closed doors. But when cameras is on, he wants his white woman, man. Right. He wants his trophy, and you're not his trophy, man. Right. He looks at you as garbage, man, and as a slave, and he ain't going to parade around with you. This is why white men ain't quick to claim black women, man. Right. And you going on Love Island thinking you're going to meet your nice, tall, dark, and handsome white man. When you say dark, they mean his hair. I used to think dark meant dark skin. It means his hair. He's tall, dark, and he's a silver fox. Well, this silver fox don't want you, man. Right. This white man that you're trying to get with so much, he don't want you, man. Why? Not because you don't look good, but the color of your skin, man. Right. The race you are. He looks at you as disgusting. Meanwhile, you look at them like, this white man's a trophy and he's a hunk, and you want to be with him. He ain't looking at you the same way, man. You need to start coming back to your own black men, man. Maybe if you came on the show with tons of black men, you would get chosen, man. Maybe if you come in here and do your 6 months, you would get chosen, man. You would get chosen, man. We even got the songs for you. Wedding night, man. Who done a verses last night? Keith Sweat, man. Keith Sweat done a verses last night, man. You save that soundtrack, man, and your marriage is going to work. It's like a
That's right. You see? Nah, I ain't seen it, you know. I might put that on tonight. So that was why I picked him. If he's from...
So this woman was wise. This woman had her Love Island moment where she could have chose a man, and she's telling you why she picked a certain type of man. This sister was wise, man. Not like the dumb women that go on on Love Island, man, to be berated and belittled, to be shamed. Listen, man, our oppressors don't love us, man. They look at us as animals and disgusting. So us trying to love them, it just don't work, man. The love is one way. You love them and they don't love you back.
Right.
They don't want to be with you, but you want to be with them. So you will go on Love Island in your bikini. You go on Love Island in your bikini, standing there, thinking, yeah, I'm going to be chosen by that guy over there. And that guy doesn't look twice at you, man. Right. You're left standing there all on your own. Do you know how embarrassing that is? That the whole world's watching you so much that White Yardy and them's doing a podcast on it, man. Because you're left on holiday, man. Got on your bikini, and no one wants you, man. Even though you're half naked, these white men still don't want to touch you, man. Read on.
If he's from Barbados, because I don't born there.
So this sister was deciding whether she wanted the Jamaican man or a Bajan man. Because she was Jamaican, she went with the Jamaican man. Read on.
Because I don't born there. When we ready to go home, me say, I don't.
Obviously speaking like that because she weren't English, so they're writing it as how she speaks in a broken English.
I don't want to go. What going to happen to me? And he say he want to go to Barbados.
So she's saying she didn't get with a Bajan man because when they want to leave England, he's going to want to go back to Barbados. And she was Jamaican. Read on.
So in my mind, I say I find a man from Jamaica.
Which was wise of her, man. She thought ahead. This is what women need to do. Think ahead, man.
Right.
Before you open your legs to a man, think ahead.
That's
okay,
right.
What's going to happen in the future? Maybe have we got the same goals, aspirations, and whatnot? Read on.
And I did. White man? No.
What did she say?
White man? No.
This black woman's turning down white men before they have the chance to turn her down. Man.
That's right.
That's what you should do, man. Turn down white men and white women before they have the chance to turn you down.
That's right.
But what you do is you go on Love Island and stand there in your bikini, man. In Casa Amor. It's called Casa Amor. You go to Casa Amor, man. Sitting down by the fireplace all on your own, man. Because you don't have the understanding that you should turn down white people before they turn you down. Read on.
Me hear too much. You black bastard.
Her shit, she hears what?
You black bastard.
Listen, man, them white men on Love Island standing there looking at you, waiting for them to pick you. They're thinking what?
You black bastard.
That's what they're thinking, man. You're standing there thinking this man's cute, and this man's cute, and he's a silver fox, and he's a honk. And what's this man thinking about her?
You black bastard.
That's what this white man's thinking about you, man. You black bastard, man. That's what he's thinking about you. Meanwhile, you're standing there, man, in your bikini, thinking this man wants you, and he's just thinking you're a black bastard. Read on.
Me hear it too much.
Listen, this sister said she hears it too much. She hears black women called black bastards by white men too much. She said she hears it too much. This sister was wise. This sister would never go on Love Island.
Right.
Because the amount of time she hears people called black bastards by other races, she ain't gonna be on Love Island in her bikini, man.
Right.
To be called a black bastard, read on.
Not to me, but me hear it.
See, she goes, not to her. Why? She stays away from our persons, man.
Right.
She doesn't want to be on Love Island with them. She doesn't want to be in Casa Amor with them. She don't want to be kissing them on Love Island, man. Meanwhile, these white men never kiss you black women on Love Island, man.
Right.
Never, ever, ever. You know why? Because you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be on Love Island, man. You know that it's a white show. Why would you apply there? It's fake, man. Because like the captain brought out, all the people that are in relationships don't last, man. Amber was on there last year and she won. And guess what? She ain't even with the man that she won the thing with.
Right.
They won Love Island and they're still not together. This is an Edomite show, man, for people like Tommy Fury and Molly May. It's for those kind of people, but it's not for people like you. Read on.
My friend did have one. And when he ready to tell her off, oh, you black bastard.
Listen, man, she said her friend had a white man. And when he was ready to tell her off, he would call her a black bastard, man. Listen, man, they don't love you, man.
That's right.
This is why when you fall out with them, they call you a black bastard. Because that's what they see you as, a black bastard. You're thinking, oh, this man doesn't see no color. Love Island shows that they do see color, man.
That's right.
And this is why they don't choose you. You be standing there in your bikini with your arms folded. You see black men come on there, you don't want to step forward. And then you end up getting picked last. You end up getting picked by default, man. And this man don't even want to be with you. So, man, it's time to stop going on Love Island. Read on.
And the white woman tell the black man, you black bastard.
White women call men black bastards also. But we're going to go into this one. This one lets you know how interracial married couples was looked at as repulsive, man.
This is great. Great war to race riots. Black experience in post-World War I Liverpool. Madeline Hennigan and Emmy Honora. This is page 119. As the infamous Fletcher report of 1930.
Listen, man, understand this. White people still follow what their forefathers laid down in the 1900s, man.
Right.
The 1800s. It's only us who's forgot all the atrocities they've done to us. So now we go on Love Island to meet the love of our life. And honestly, you're not going to meet the love of your life on Love Island, man. You only meet the love of your life in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
That's right.
Only in the I.S.U.P.K you meet the love of your life. Outside of these doors, you ain't going to meet the love of your life in Sugar Sweet. You're not going to meet the love of your life in Rococo. What? You're not going to meet the love of your life in Arcadian.
Right.
It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. You think you are, but it's not going to happen.
That's right.
You're drunk. He's drunk. You exchange numbers. He sees you the next day. You don't look how you looked in the club because you had that thing on under the outfit. You know that thing the way it puts under the outfit. That
the
waist trainer that tucks everything in. Really, you don't look like that, man. Where you can come in the I.S.U.P.K and a man will love you for you and not for how you look, man.
That's right.
Our brother in here will love you for your virtue, for your skills, man. Now I'm not saying don't look good. No, I'm not saying that, man. Looking good also helps, but I read on.
That's right. Graphically illustrates black presence in Liverpool continue to be viewed as a problem.
So now they said black presence in Liverpool, meaning in the UK, was viewed as a problem. So if they viewed you being here as a problem, what makes you think they want to marry you, man?
Right.
What makes you think they want to settle with you and have children with you? It's viewed as a problem, man. Meaning they don't want you here. Read on.
Long after the race riots in 1919.
After the race riots, and this is the thing, man. Every riot in the UK has been what? Because of race, man.
That's right.
The Mark Duggan riots was because of what? Race. The other riots we had. What was the other one? The Brixton riots was because of race. The Nottingham riots was because of race. All these riots we have in the UK is what? Because of race, man. Right. And it's always them harming us. So what makes you think you're gonna get chosen on Love Island, man? It's not gonna happen, man. Right. Read on.
The report on an investigation into the colour problem in Liverpool and other parts.
This is what a colour problem in Liverpool. And this white man on Love Island doesn't want to be seen choosing you, man. Right. He don't want his grandfather to see that he chose a black woman, man. He don't want you to see that his. Listen, obviously, in his eyes, you're just a nigger, man. Right. Whereas you might as well just come be with us because we niggas too, man. That's right. Why don't you love the people who's more like yourself, right, instead of you trying to love people outside of your race that leave you standing, man? The thing is this, man. Love Island, man. If they had an all-black Love Island, man, you wouldn't be standing there on your own, man. That's right. In here, we can have multiple. Why did I say? Oh, three of y'all, like get me like the Birdman voice. Oh, three of y'all, like read on.
And other ports was commissioned by the Liverpool Association for the welfare of half-caste children.
Should we read that part a bit? Hold on, did you go back to the? Hold on. Yeah, read part that part.
Which was closely associated with the University of Liverpool and contained a glowing foreword by Professor Roxby, head of the Geography Department. Its sense of revulsion towards interracial relationships.
Listen, man, they see white men and white women dating black people as, what's the word you use?
Revulsion.
Revulsion, man, which means, okay, can we put the definition of revolt? This is what they see. When they see that black woman standing there on Love Island, all's running through this white man's mind is revulsion, man. Is revulsion. You're thinking he sees you in the bikini. You got there in the orange bikini, thinking you're looking nice. You got on the light blue, whatever color bikini they have on when they go on there. You put on your best two-piece suit. You work your abs out. You go on your diet to go on the show. You do all of those things, man. Go on the diet. You get a personal trainer. Get your abs in and start squatting all these mad weights. Right. Thinking some white man's gonna like you. And when he sees you, he sees revulsion. We're gonna read the definition of what he sees, man.
The definition of revulsion, a sense of disgust.
A sense of what?
Disgust.
Oh, you worked out your abs, man, and worked on your thighs, doing all the squats, thinking this man's gonna see your body and think you're nice, and this man sees what?
Disgust.
He sees disgust, man. He's disgusted with what he sees, man. Right. They saw their people dating our race as revulsion. And guess what? We should see it the same way, man. Right. They see dating us as revulsion. We should see dating them as revulsion, man. Right. Go ahead.
Now extended to the children produced by those relationships.
And then now they even look at the children produced by them relationships as disgusting. Why? Because they looked at mixed race kids as disgusting. They said they have the worst traits of both parents, meaning all the father's laziness and whatnot. The child has it. All the mother's disgustingness. You want to read more?
Yeah, man. And, with that history is heavy because that answers Love Island, man. Why that black woman was picked last out of just, the last man and he's had a choice. It's got nothing to do with who they pick or the casting. They just don't like black women, man. That's right. You know what I mean? Through all the history, they've had the disgust with us, man. Right. They've always had a hatred. And let me tell you something. Their grandparents told them these things, man. Right. When they're young, their grandparents sit down and talk to them and go, son, don't marry one of those wags, Right. Don't bring that black bitch here. You know what I mean? And that's what they do say, man. Right. One thing what we deny is a talk about race. Right. With us as blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians, we don't tell our kids about the race talk. Meanwhile, every other nation does, man. Right. A race talk is necessary. Right. You're gonna have to sit your son and daughter down and go, listen, son, you are a black man, man. That's right. You mean you're meant to be with a black woman, man. Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman. Those are the people of your family, man. And listen, in this world, other nations hate your nation. Right. So, son, you need to build your nation, man. Right. I'm not telling you to go out there and fight them and beat them up. But listen, at the end of the day, you're out there with lots of other people, but it always comes down to your people, man. Right. Indians have that conversation with their kids, man. The Chinese have that conversation with their kids, and we don't, and then we go on Love Island and get embarrassed. Yeah, read that.
According to Fletcher, mixed heritage children inherited the worst traits of both parents: lazy, morally, and mentally deficient. They're
lazy, morally, and deficient, man.
Their coloring and features are handicap.
They said what?
Their coloring and features are handicap.
So they would never pick you because they don't plan to have kids with you, man. Because they looked at mixed race children as handicap, man. Right. They said their features and their handicap and so forth. That's what they said, man. This is their history, man. Right. They said their handicap meaning what? They were saying all these things, and then white people would see this and be like, we can't be mixing with black people, man, because then our children will come out handicapped. Worst traits of everyone. Read on.
And more prone to illness and disease.
And what?
And more prone to illness and disease.
And they make out like you're a virus, man. They look at black people like you're a virus. Right. They say if they mix with you, man, their children's more prone to infection and disease, man. Right. Read on.
Mixed heritage children, it concluded, could never be accepted by mainstream society.
And this is why they don't want children with you, man. Because they say them children can't be accepted into mainstream society. That's right. Whereas I'm sure they even changed the term. Which one was the offensive term? One's mixed race, one's half caste. Half caste is half caste is offensive. So that's the offensive term. People used to call them half caste. Obviously now the politically correct term is what? Mixed race. They're like, I think they put like mixed heritage. Is that what they like? Mixed heritage. We're going to show you this how there was even soldiers that came here couldn't even could barely go in white shops. Read this one.
This is Under Fire: Black Britain in Wartime, 1939 to 45, by Stephen Bourne, page 175. If a local woman keeps a shop,
listen, this is white men giving their women instructions, man, for them to even stay away from niggers.
If a local woman keeps a shop and the colored soldier enters, she must serve him.
Listen, man, I thought it was all British, man. It was all British. We all could come to England. They don't want us on their shows, man. Right. What they're doing is, all right, this man's got a job to do, but he's a black soldier, but he's got a job to do, but he's still black. Remember that. That's what they're doing, man. Love Island is a job. They go on there so they can set up businesses when they leave Love Island. It's a job, man. So they're not going to be openly racist on the show. But really, the racist, man, I'm telling you, there's going to be a ton of racism when them cameras go off. You think all them white men don't sit down and say, what's this black woman thinking, man? Right. You think they don't sit down there at night and say, why would this black woman even come on here? This is why they get one black woman and one black man on there. And then it's usually often them two who end up going together. And they only do that so it looks good. So you watching at home can be like, oh, Love Island's not racist because they got a black man and black woman on there. Listen, man, it is racist, man. Them even putting them on their shows, it's racist, man. They put them on there to pacify you, but read on.
But she must do it as quickly as possible.
Listen, man, they said if a black man comes in your shop, man, you best serve him as quick as possible. Read on.
And indicate that she does not desire him.
Indicate what?
That she does not desire him.
And these white men that go on Love Island, they indicate that they don't desire that black woman, man. That's right. They show you they don't desire her. Because why? They're following what their forefathers laid down, man. That's right. What their forefathers told them. This is what their forefathers told them, man. Desire that you're not interested in them. Read on.
Number 2, if she is in the cinema and notices a colored soldier next to her, she moves to another seat immediately.
See, listen. This man's just sitting there. They instructed her, if a colored person comes by you, you move immediately, man. That's how they think. That's what they think when they see you move immediately. Right. You can't even sit down in the cinema, man. Read on. There's one on the next page.
3, if she's walking on the pavement and a colored soldier is coming toward her, she crosses to another pavement.
Listen, man, they didn't even want black people walking on the same side as the road as white people. So surely they're not going to pick you on Love Island, man. What was he thinking, man? That's right. They're not even supposed to walk on the same side of the road as you. Read on.
Number 4, if she's in a shop and a colored soldier enters, she leaves as soon as she made her purchase, or before that if she's in a queue.
Read on. See, listen, they said don't even wait in the queue. There's a colored person, just leave. Read on.
White women, of course, must have no social relationship with colored troops.
Listen, white. They didn't want their white women with colored troops, man, because obviously they knew that their white women was whores, man, that would have sex with anything. So they laid out rules. Because why white men hate it when white women go with black men?
That's right.
Their fathers, listen, white men hate it when their sons go with black women. It's only us who thinks it's okay. It's only us who okay is it, but is there anyone that are confused with it?
On no account must colored troops be invited into the homes of white women.
I wonder why, man. Listen, they don't want to mix with you, man.
Yeah, and listen, all what you read right there answers Love Island, man. They know their history. Their grandparents sat them down and gave them that pep talk, man. That's why she got picked last. Because they know, listen, I can't be seen with no black woman, man. My mom's gonna hate me, man. My granddad, who's alive, he would die if he saw me pick a black girl. And that's why they can't do it, man.
Yeah, man, and let me say something on this, man, because our people need to understand, man. We don't need to be tuning into no Love Island, man, where they don't love black people, man. We need to be tuning into On the Ends Radio, you understand, on a Friday, where we love black people, man. Why is it called Love Island, man? You know what I'm saying? These people don't know about love. Black women claim to know about love, you know what I'm saying? But they don't ever go into the Bible to get the definition, man. Let's get that in 1 John 5 and verse 2.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments.
Right. So this is how you love the children of God, by keeping the commandments. And the commandments are not grievous, man. Read them.
Verse 3. For this is the love of God.
This is the love of God. This is what love is, you understand? So the men in the I.S.U.P.K, we know how to love, you understand? Love Island don't know how to love, man. Come into the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA, man. And you'll get the love that you're looking for, man.
That's right, man. That's right. So I believe we've made the point on Love Island, man. It's got nothing to do with the casting. It's got nothing to do with the casting. It's got nothing to do with where they're from. It's the simple fact that they don't like black women, and they don't want to be seen live on a show with a black woman. That is really what it is. So we're gonna go another half an hour. So what I'm gonna do, with that same video, I'm gonna play it one more time, and I just want your thoughts. Do you believe this security guard is justified for his actions? So we're gonna play the video just for the last half an hour of the show. Again, you can call the number and give your opinion. There's no wrong answer.
Go on, do it. Do it, you bad? Yeah, dash it then. Dash it, innit?
There's no need.
Oh, right, dash it at her. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, he's licking her!
All right, so that's the video right there. So what we want to know is your opinion. Is he justified for those actions? Is he wrong? Are they both wrong? So we want your opinion. You know, if you're online, you can type it in. You see the number on the screen. You can also call us up and give your opinion on what happened. You know what I mean? So, you know, again, you can call in at any time of the show. You don't have to do it now. But, you know, we would like to know your opinion on what is your thoughts on that incident. So let's get another video, man. You saw that cheeky African talking about he's a slave and all that stuff. Right, so let's get into this.
I'm not an African American. Like this boy said, like I'm not. I came here with a flight. I didn't come to America with a ship. So there is a difference, you know. There is a different blood flowing in our stream. So he can say This is not the toughest fight. He knows.
All right, now, before we get to that part, before we get to the beatdown, these Africans know that we are not them.
That's right.
He's saying it. Listen, it's nothing we are making up. You know, when they're around you on the job, they want work to be easier. So they'll pretend that, you know, we're all same, man. You know, we're all from Africa. But when it comes down to it, when you are going to have a boxing match with one, when you oppose one of them, they're going to let you know that, listen, we are not you, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You came here on a ship. I took a flight. Listen, those words are punch in the face, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Say that to me. I'm giving it to you, man. I'm sorry. Nah, man. Trust me. I'll deal with Captain Mashak later. But for now, you gotta get it, man. You know what I mean? It's all I know. I'll deal with it afterwards. But as long as I get you now, you know what I mean? I can live with that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But that is rude, man. But the point being is they know that you are not them, man.
Right.
Let's play that again. Yeah, man. He knocked the Africa out of him, man. You know what I mean? He gave it to him. And there, man. And why is this key? You mean the boxing match is neither here nor there. It's good that he won, though. You know what I mean? But what is the point of this? That Africans know that you ain't them, man. And what hurts the most is when you got fake Israelite groups latching onto them, man.
That's right.
Going to Ghana, going to Nigeria, and they know that you're not them. And you know what's funny? They're poor.
Right.
They want your money. Listen, you know what I mean? You can tell them anything and they'll say yes because they want money, man. They don't believe that. When their back is against the wall, they know, listen, we are not them, man.
That's right.
They ain't lost their history. We lost ours, man.
That's right.
We lost ours. And that Hamite, he knows that we are not him, man. And when an argument pops up, he let him know, man. He let him know, listen, we ain't the same, man. And he thought he was better than him till that brother beat the jet off the right side of his jaw corner, man. And you know what I mean? Until he beat the jet off rice out of his ears, man.
Right.
And then he realized, you know what, nah, man, I shouldn't be messing with him. And that's what we need to learn, is that what you learn in the I.S.U.P.K, people know it, man, subconsciously.
That's right.
We've been teaching since 1969 that the black man that was in ships sent to the Western Hemisphere, he's not an African. And you want to know something, Africans know it too, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Anyone got anything?
And what that man said, man, what that African said, man, was anti-Semitic, man, was racist, man, was anti-Semitic, man. He said, oh, what did he say? I didn't come here on a ship. Imagine you can make those racist comments, man. This African make those racist comments and everyone laughs about it. And he deserved that beating he got in the ring, man. He deserved that beating he got, man.
Right.
Because just for running his mouth.
Right.
The thing is this, man. Africans can't box, man. Like we said last week, we've seen what happened to AJ, man. Africans can't box, man. It's us that's been dominating boxing, man.
Right.
It's blacks, Hispanics, and Mexicans dominating boxing, man. No African is there any African boxer that's in the top 10 greatest of all time boxers? I don't think there is.
No.
Not one, man. Was that brother? Was it Hamite? That ramen one?
No,
is Hamite?
Nah, he is a
Hamite.
brother.
The brother.
Oh,
Oh, he looked like a Hamite. Oh, just remember Lennox Lewis. The shit out of him to look at. But listen, man, this Hamite here, man, running his mouth. Like, why do you have? It's a boxing match, man. Why does he have to get all personal?
Right.
Oh, I came here on a flight, and the beating he took, man. Listen, man. Hopefully, all of him and his brother, African brothers, know we're not the same, man.
That's right.
Listen, man. I'm riding with the brother that won, man. The one who knocked him out, that's a brother, man.
Right.
Imagine you got beat up by a slave, man.
Right.
How do you go back home? How does this African go back home and speak to his ancestors, man?
Right.
His ancestors that he prayed to before the fight couldn't help him, man. He got his ass beat, man. Which lets you know all this African mythology is garbage, man.
Right.
I guarantee you this African man prayed to his ancestors, and this black man here that's a slave just went in the ring with skill, man, and beat him up. Listen, my man was on the ropes, man. Imagine that. A white man had to save him, man. Was the referee a white man? A white man had to save this African man. And that's the future of every African when Yahawashi comes, man. Right. When Yahawashi comes, I want that man's gloves, man. I want to put on them same gloves, man. Brothers' gloves. Listen, man. The time's coming when these Hamites is going to be put in their place. That's right. Because for them to run their mouth like that, I came here on, what did they say? I came here on a flight. Which is so disrespectful, man. Imagine black people's going through some trauma. They're going through some things. The slaves in the land, they don't know their language. And this African man laughs about it and finds it funny, man. He finds it funny. Guess what? The day is going to come when their trauma, we're going to find it funny, man. The day is going to come when all these other nations, we're going to find their trauma funny, man. That's right. They're going to be crying to us, and we're going to be making these sly comments and whatnot.
Yeah, man, and these Africans are always running their mouth, man. Like they're stronger than us and that. It's some big rumor saying like, we're African, we eat fufu and rice, it makes us stronger and that. You know what I'm saying? They've always been running their mouth, man. Like even back in the day when Goliath come down, he's talking about, he wants smoke with every man. It's just one of our pitmen just lick him one lick, you know. Take him out, you understand? We got children that will kill you, man. You understand? We're a strong nation. We're the strongest nation on the face of the planet, man. Don't ever come up against us, man. Understand? We are the God's chosen people, man. And you are just Hamites, filthy, dirty, stinking Africans, man.
That's right. That's right, man. That's right, man. So, regarding the video of the security guard, I got some more comments. Let me get them. Start from top. So we got Big Matthew, man. So he's updated us. The man has lost his badge, man. Imagine that. You lose your badge for defending yourself to some degree. You know what I mean? That's sad. You know what I mean? That he lost his security badge. You know what I mean? That it's sad it had to go. It had to go that way. We got Tazapwan. His opinion on this. Personally, I think she deserved that. You know what I mean? We got D-Dubs. Is it? Let me comment. Yeah, right. Let me comment. Justified. Respect to the brother. That could have been acid or anything in the cup. That's what the other security man should have did to that rat-loving pig last month. So yeah, man. You know what I mean? I agree with that. You know, in that cup, Lord knows what was in there. Even if it is a drink, it could have been hot, man. You could have just brought that drink and that could have scalded his face, man. So, of course, he's angry. So, yeah, man. Like Tazarp one again. That's going into the hammer and getting beat. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man. I agree with a lot of these comments. As I said before, there's no wrong answer. We just want to hear what your thoughts is on it. So let's get into another video, man, of a brother being harassed in a shop.
Why are you grabbing me? Have you paid? What do you mean I've paid? Of course I've paid. Why are you grabbing my arm? Why are you grabbing my arm, my stuff? Where's your receipt? Why are you grabbing my arm and my stuff? I've got my receipt. Don't pull me back up from the stuff. Why are you pulling me in the middle of blue water? Show us your receipt. What do you mean show me your receipt? Why are you coming at me like this? You can't come at me like this. You can't come at me and expect me to show you my receipt. This is not how you speak to people. This is not how you speak to human beings. Why are you grabbing me up in the middle of blue water?
Listen, you have your tantrum when you
No, it's not about my tantrum. It's not about tantrum. Black people are going through this all the time. You keep yeah, but you, what do you mean my face mask? Put my face mask on the floor. My face mask is on the floor because of how you're grabbing me up. No, don't grab me up. Call your main security person. No. Don't grab me up. No, I'm not going. I burnt my kneecaps many years ago. I'm not begging. You man go call your superior. You do not grab me up.
Have you paid?
Of course I told him and I paid. I told him when he came, I paid. So
management say you didn't pay.
I don't care what management said. I don't care if management said I didn't pay. I told you man already I paid. No, let go of my arm. Let go of my arm.
Let me calm down.
Go of my arm. Move from my arm. Move from my arm.
Leave his arm. Let's talk like man to man.
No, move from my arm and my products.
No.
Listen. Get off the products.
Have you paid?
I've paid. I've said that 5 times now.
Where's your receipt?
I don't. You firstly back up. That's what you're gonna firstly do. Back up. My receipt is my receipt. I could have thrown it in the bin after. It doesn't matter. Back up. This is my product. This is my product. Back up. You don't hold my arm and grab me. I'm the wrong one. I'm the wrong one. You did that to you today.
You did.
I'm the wrong one. I did pay. Can you move back? Give me my space. You're supposed to be socially distanced. How are you grabbing my arm and grabbing my products? How are you grabbing my arm and grabbing my products? £100 pounds. How are you grabbing me over £100 and something pounds? How are you grabbing me? You grabbed me and my products.
Yes, that's right.
Now you need to back up. Because it's COVID-19 and I need my space. Back up. Because he grabbed me, my mask is on the floor. What do you mean? How smart are you? I've not got my mask on because he grabbed me. What do you mean? What do you mean, shut up, mate? Back up.
Definitely not paid for them.
Back up. Please, can you give me my space? Can you give me my... Get off my products. This is my products. These are my products. Okay, move. Look at my mask on the floor. Look at... What do you mean, calm down? He ran up to me. He ran up to me and grabbed me. My mask is on the floor. What do you mean, there's my mask? He's been on the floor. Because he said I don't have a mask on. What do you mean, why am I asking for it? Your colleague is being smug and smart. This is not the time for that conversation. You've handled me wrongly. I've paid. Say it to the camera to me. I've paid. Did I pay? Did I pay? Tell everybody. Tell everybody you just try to embarrass me in front of. Tell everybody.
Yo, listen.
No, because you do this to black people all the time. You do this to black people all the time. Look at you, man. Tell everybody. Tell everybody I paid. Tell everybody I paid. It's me, Sifas Williams. I'm in blue water, and these men try to take me over £100. Now come back. Come back. Come tell everybody. Where are you? Hey. Tell him I paid. Tell him I paid. Tell him I paid. That's what they do all the time. All the time. All the time. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. I don't care what you know. I don't care what you know. Why are you grabbing me? No, I'm going to complain now. Now I'm going to complain. You harassed me. I want to speak to a manager right now.
I am the manager.
You're the store manager?
I'm the security manager.
I want the store manager now. I want the store manager now. He's grabbed me up. What do you mean? They just told you I paid. Why are you coming up to me like that for? Why are you coming up to me like that? How do you expect to... Get me your general manager. I want the general manager of Blue Water right now. Of course I got the receipt. I told him that initially when he came up to me. I told him. No one's seen my receipt anymore. They just confirmed I paid. They just confirmed I paid. You are not.
Yeah. Now you see that there? That is disheartening, man. He paid for his goods and the security handled it wrong, man. They broke all the rules in the book. You don't put your hands on nobody. He hasn't even left the shopping complex. You lay hands on him when he leaves. He's in there. All you can do is go, sorry, we don't think that you paid. And if he did, guess what? He would walk back in the store and show you that he paid, man. You got cameras. You must know that he paid. But you want to know what it really is? They hate it when a black man's got money, man. You know what I mean? They hate you when you're in a shop buying something that they can't afford, man. I'm going to blow your mind here, yeah? Those people that work in the shop can't afford the merchandise, man. And when they see your black face in there buying it, it's like, who do you think you are, man? And then they make up some lie. Nah, he didn't pay for it. Nah, sorry, man. They want to make your life difficult. Why? Because it hurts them, man. But in this video, it said something that was so key. I go through this all the time, and he was mad. And guess what? Little does he know, this is in the Bible, man. Read that for me.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes.
There you go, man. A curse in the Bible is, thou shalt go mad for the sight of your eyes. What does that mean? Meaning what you see every day is going to make you mad, man. You go in the shop, you've paid, And the security is holding you up, man. Holding your wrist, holding your bags, telling you can't leave after you've paid, man. We go mad as a nation for what our eyes have seen, man. Why? Because it happens to us every day. Reader.
For the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
Yes, yeah, man. So you go mad for what you see, and you see the racism. And what does everyone else say? He's not racism. He's just doing his job, you know what I mean? As far as he knows, you know, he got a radio call that you didn't pay, and you know it's racism. That's why you go mad, man. That's why you can't take it. Because you know, while it really is all about, you're a black man making money, you're in a shop buying what they can't afford, and they don't like it, man.
And where they went wrong is because with security, you're not supposed to listen to nobody else, man. If a staff member comes up to you and says someone hasn't paid for that and they're not 100% sure, you ain't supposed to approach them, man. That's right. But the reason why they will approach it is because they know, they look at the person and they know that black people don't really know the law on certain things. They know black people don't really complain. So they know, all right, then black people's just going to shout, kick off, and that's it. But what you're supposed to do is you're meant to contact the SIA company, man. You take their badge number and you actually contact the SIA license company. Don't speak to the manager in store because he's just going to tell you, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll speak to him. As soon as you go through the door, this person never gets spoken to. So you need to go to the SIA, man. Say, oh, this person who's been you've given a badge to has grabbed me aggressively. They howled onto my arm, knocked my mask off my face. They was aggressive. They told me I stole. Listen, man, if the last man lost his badge for hitting someone with a, what was he using? A litter picker. These security should lose their badge, man. Because they harassed this man. They grabbed him up, man, holding onto his suitcase. And then they had the cheek to just walk away. They didn't even say, okay, then we got it wrong. And then if they do get it wrong, what do you want to give you? Oh, some vouchers. A voucher's not good enough, man. A voucher's not good enough, man. If I come to your store and I buy something, let's say I buy something for £400 from your store, and you say that I stole it, a £50 voucher is not good enough, man. Right. This is what we're going to do, man. We're going to role play in the store. What they said they stole, them was steal it. I'm not really going to steal, but what they said they stole, I'm going to say, you know what? You accuse me of stealing this. Give me back my money and let me have the item for free, man. That's right. Just, all right, then you said I stole a jumper. Give me this jumper for free, and then I won't complain, man. Because I guarantee you, what did he even buy? All I know is he had suitcases, and they're meant to wait for him to step outside, man. So when he steps outside, what you're meant to do is you approach them once they step outside, and then you take them back in. But this man is still wandering around, man. You can't stop him just yet. You know why? Because he wouldn't stop a white man if a white man put something in his bag, man. You're going to say, oh, nah, he's still shopping. Like, usually, man, in Asda or somewhere, if you put some things in your trolley, they don't stop you, man, because they're not supposed to, because you ain't left the store yet. You can put whatever you want in your trolley, man. You can walk around the whole store with it. As long as you don't walk out the door, no one can't stop you, man. That's right. This man right here, all they had to say is, we believe you got some items and you can't take them off the mat. Can you just pay for them on the mat or leave them behind the till? They could have diffused the problem. But like what people said, they gave that black man a badge. Oh, they gave a fog. They gave a fog a badge. Well, you gave these white men who are fogs a badge also, man. Right. These men are fogs also with no discipline. All they had to say is, the items you got, you're not allowed to take them off the mat. And then the man would have said I paid for them, and they'll be like, oh, okay, no worries. That's it. But they don't know how to behave, grabbing up his suitcase, man. So much that, what did he knock his face mask off? Yeah. Knocked his face mask off. Right. Really, this man needs to go to the SIA licensing company. But also another thing as well, when you shout like he did, it kind of goes nowhere. So what you need to do is be disciplined when you do it, man. You say, all right, then can I have your badge number? They give you the badge number. Okay, thank you. Then you phone the SIA company, man, and you put your case forward, and you complain to the store manager, everything. You don't just do a verbal one. What you want to do is a verbal one. Then you want to put one in by email. And then when no one responds to your email, you send a follow-up one. When no one responds to those emails, then you got 2 emails and you say, you know what, they just disregarded everything I said. And then you go get your solicitor if that's what you want to do. But you just shouting in store, honestly, it goes nowhere. Like everything gets lost in translation. You shouting, you've got something off your chest when really you could have, got some money off the company, so you have to be smart. kind of smart how you do it.
That's right, man. We're at the last 10 minutes of the show. I did see some more comments on the video. We get them real quick. You know what I mean? Definitely want everyone's input. All right, let me start. So we got Sister, let me get the name, Bathar Awana. If I'm mispronouncing it, please let me know. The whooping she got was well deserved. She will think before she disrespects another brother or sister, and that's key, man. That whooping was well deserved. You cannot throw hot drinks in someone's face, man. That is unacceptable. And you know you can't do them things, man, anymore. All right, then. So getting the last video of today's episode, and then now with this one here, this one, Officer Dumgabar went into it last week about how with a Tupac, they're using him for the LGBT, man. Now this is a friend of his, and he's letting you know straight up that if Tupac was alive, he would never support no LGBTQ, man. Never. And we're going to get into it.
All right, here we go. Napoleon, man. Happy to have you back on the platform, my man.
It's my pleasure, bro. Happy to be back, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, the last time I had you on the platform, man, we did numbers. Some of the parts went viral. I mean, Fat Joe reacted to it. So, yeah, man, it was only right to bring you back, my man.
Definitely, man. The first one was a good one. Like you said, we had Fat Joe retweeted, reposted. So, you know what I mean? But this time we're going to go all in, man. We're going to really make it, we're gonna make it happen, bro.
The Tupac estate, how you feel about them coming out with a gay pride clothing line?
You came right out the jump with it, huh?
Yeah, man, because
well,
they was promoting it on Instagram, and you left a comment underneath the post, and you ain't sound that happy, my man.
You know, unfortunately, man, you know, when an artist pass away and the estate take over his art, for example, they most of the time they tend to go towards a direction that the artist himself, if he was alive, he wouldn't agree with. So some of the things that the estate is doing, I know that if Pac was around, he wouldn't agree with that. You know, Pac was the type of person to each his own. It's not like he would have been going around trying to bash people at the gay parade or whatever. But he wasn't with that. Pop wasn't agreeing with that. You know what I mean? So when I seen the estate go that far with it, I said, come on, man. At least keep it in line with what Pac, you know, how he, you know, what he felt about things.
You being so close to Tupac, how did Tupac truly feel about gay people?
How did Tupac? I can't really answer that.
And there you have it, man. You know, he was that brother that you saw there, he was a part of the Outlaws, and you know what I mean? So he knew Tupac very well. He's saying, listen, all of his art that have, and they're making it to suit the LGBTQ community. Tupac wasn't with that, man. Right. If Tupac was alive, he wouldn't be supporting that. And do you know how evil that is? And I'll explain why. If someone's dead, you respect their wishes. You respect what they would have wanted. But when it comes to us, we get no respect, man. Just, yeah, I'll use you to get rich. If I gotta sell some of your art to the LGBT, I gotta sell it here and there. Full well knowing that if this man was alive, he would not be accepting of that, man.
And it's disgusting, man. Like, the white man that runs his estate, what they should have done is at least hand the estate over to Tupac's Outlaws, man. To the people that rode with him, man. To the people that know what he likes and dislikes. Instead, they've just give it to someone that he wouldn't even know. Someone that he probably wouldn't even have dealings with. And then now they got a pride collection, man. I seen Tupac's face covered in the rainbow colors, man. I looked at him and was like, damn, they ruined his whole legacy, man. With that, they've ruined his whole legacy. And then obviously Napoleon's trying to be considerate about people's feelings, so he's trying to say Pac didn't feel this way about it. But listen, man, before Tupac died, they left some records, man, and he's calling everyone homosexuals out their names, man. Right. He's using terms which is not politically correct terms that you can use right now because they might shut your channel down. He's calling them all sorts of things, man. What they should have done is the LGBT thing. Dr. Dre should have done it because Dr. Dre was. Do you think he's gay? Because everyone says he is. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he is. I'm gonna say he is. I'm gonna say he is. They should have just went to Dr. Dre with it. But imagine that, man. Like I was saying last week, Tupac grew up in the ghetto, poor, broke, and everyone benefiting off him now is rich white men, man. White men who own Warner Brothers. They're all benefiting off Tupac's talent, man. This is why, whenever you're doing anything, try not to sign no record deals with our oppressor, man. Right. Try not to sign nothing with him, because what he will do, he will steal your talent, and then he will put LGBT all over it. I'm donating this money to the LGBT community. Meanwhile, Tupac rapped about poverty, man. Tupac rapped about Brenda's got a baby, man. About black people in the ghetto, man. Why wouldn't they donate some money to the people that Tupac cared about in his raps? That's right. But they're donating money to the LGBT community, who's already got $3.9 trillion, man. Well, pounds. They got they got 3.9 trillion pounds. They're donating money to the gay village. They got their own cinema. They got their own clubs. They got their own bars. So lucky I better not see none of you there. But they got all of those things. We better not see none of you there. They got their own cinema, their movies, their bars. They got what else did they have? Restaurants. They got their own taxi service. They're actually like a separatist group, man. And they've got all the money in the world. And what you're going to do, take this man's money and give them more money. Why not give his money to people that need it, man? That's right. And this is what our oppressor does, man. He just gets rich and keeps feeding his people. Meanwhile, you have to starve, man. Don't give your talent away to white people.
That's right. Yeah, man. So, anyone got anything before we close out? This is another episode of Under Ends, man. We'll be back next week, you know what I mean, with some more good videos, more good articles. So, definitely, you know what I mean, look forward to seeing next week. And do remember, man, this scripture breakdown class next week, you know what I mean, is General Muhammad, man, doing the UK scripture breakdown class. So, you know what I mean, if you can watch online, of course, it's better if you're here, man. You get the experience, man. So, you know what I mean, with that, we'll be promoting it, you know what I mean, every day in class and etc. and in every avenue that we have. So this is the I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA. Till next week, Israel. Shalom.
All right, shalom.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
You see, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white man. Need to stop it. Ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ask you to stop it. Ask you to prop. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed it up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know there's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. Like we all come together. Cause they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and boy, your ass need to stop it, ass need the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We'll pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, we don't pray on our knees. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, and she the problem. Step, I'm solid for show. To them fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high. Got your baby pass through the fire. Ain't she the prophet? That baby so belong to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Therefore a failure, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, and she the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, and she the give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God.
Gotta be ready for when the war starts. Fighting these battles through life, got us accumulating war scars. Nothing is given. We going through these curses while we living. We soldiers on a mission until the dead in Christ is risen. I thank the Lord for all the biggins. Most High in Christ for all the fallen soldiers that I didn't mention. For all the fallen sisters too. Through the years trying to fight back the tears cause we missing you. And I never met Kama War, but I hear stories from the brothers. In the truth, he was a dinosaur. And I know one day we all gotta die. I pray I go honorable like Makata's eye. Fighting through these curses to survive. I vow to keep their name alive. Fallen soldiers, I let my eyes cry through this pen and made my niggas rise again. My fallen soldiers, fighting through these curses to survive. I vow to keep their name alive. Fallen soldiers, I let my eyes cry through this pen and made my niggas rise again. My fallen soldiers. It's war at all costs, they killing us off. We holding on to all thoughts, no memories lost. And you can fall for they snare.
Warrior with the hands, that's what I'm all about. Hunger in my eyes, vengeance in my mouth. They don't want no altercation. Situation gon' get critical. It's best that you be easy. The end gon' be biblical. Look, flow like a river. It's something like a miracle. Royalty in my veins, loyalty in my waist. Pay back in every